Hello, girls and boys. It is Mr. McAndrew, the math coach. So we are going to talk more about place value. This was from another lesson that I've done that you may have seen from yesterday. So what we did was we had our number here. Now we call this standard form. Okay, this is the standard form of a number. It's normally how we see a number, right? When you see numbers and you're out driving around or in your house, this is normally how you see them. So standard form. What we were doing was putting them into our place value charts in base 10. This is called base 10 shorthand or notation because you're just drawing the base 10 pieces, right? So here we have the 100 and we have the 5 tens from the 50. And then we have the 4 ones from the ones place, right? And here we have the 3 hundreds from the hundreds place, the 7 tens, which is 70, and then our 8 ones. And then we put it into what's called expanded notation. Expanded because we expand the number, we break it out into its individual components of place value. So we write down the value of the 1, which is 100, the value of the 5, which is 50, and the value of the 4, which is just 4, or 4 ones, okay? And here the same thing. So today, what we're going to do is, instead of just giving you the number in standard form, I might give it to you in a different form, and then you have to figure out the rest of it. So let me give you an example. What if I drew this okay, so here is base 10 notation or shorthand. So this represents 2 hundreds. So we could write this down as 200, right? We could look at our tens. And we know the value of this is, let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, right? Because we have 4 tens, which gives us 40. And here we have 7 ones. I know it's 7 because I have 5 plus 2 more. So we have our expanded notation right here. 200 plus 40 plus 7. So what is this number in standard form? Well, let's look at it. We have a 2 in the hundreds place, right? 200. And then we have 47. All right, so 2 in the hundreds place, 4 in the tens place, and 7 in the ones place. We can also, there's one other way we can write this, which is in words. Right, so we could say this is 200, and you literally just write it the way you would say it. 240, put a little hyphen here, a little dash, 47. All right, so sometimes we might say 247. Something that you will learn later is about decimals. We don't say and until we get to decimals, okay? So don't say and here, just say 247. All right, I know sometimes it's hard not to say it, right? So we have 200, this is word form, expanded notation, and base 10. So let's try another one. What if I said, if I gave it to you like this, I'm going to do 900 plus 50 plus 1. Okay, so here's our expanded notation, right? Let's turn this into base 10. So we could do 900. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 900. Plus we have 50, so that's 5 tens, and 1 1. Okay? So if we were talking about starbursts, right, we would have one little starburst here. We'd have 5 packages of 10 starbursts, so 50 starbursts. And then these would be, I've never seen this before, but each of these would be 10 packages of 10 packs of starbursts. So in each one of these, you'd have 10 of these, 10 tens. So you'd have 10 tens, 10 tens, 10 tens, each of which is 100. So you'd have 100 Skittles in here. Sorry, Starburst, although I do like Skittles. 100 Starbursts in here. So you'd have 951. So standard form, right? Standard, which looks like this, would be 951. Okay, so we're just missing the word form, which would be 9, and you write it the same way that you would say it, 950 hyphen 1. Okay? All right, so boys and girls, when you do these problems, I'll supply you with some words. So in terms of the spelling, you don't have to worry about that. I'll give you some words that you can use to copy. Okay? Let's do one more with just the words. So what if I had, if the word said 800, well, let's do this one, 840. Okay, so we have 840. So I could think of that as 800 plus 40. All right, so what would that look like as standard form? I would just have 840. There's no ones, right? I don't have any ones in the ones place. Okay, and I could have my base 10. So I've got 800s, and I've got 4 10s. Okay, so we have standard, word, expanded notation, and here's your base 10. Okay, one more quick one. Let's do 2. What if it looked like this? 208. Okay, so we have 200s here. I could do, let's do base 10 first. I have 200s, and I have 8. Huh, wait a second. 8. Doesn't say 80, right? Just 8. So there's no 10s, just 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my standard form will just be 208 because there are not any 10s. Okay, so I would have 200. My expanded form would be 200 plus 8. Okay? All right. So on the next slide, I'm going to give you some numbers. Okay, so we're going to do one together. All right, it's going to look like this. And what I want you to do, all you need is a piece of paper. Okay, piece of paper and a marker or a pen or a pencil is ideal in case you make a mistake. Remember, mistakes are fine as long as you're doing your best. Okay, you're paying attention. If you're making mistakes, that means your brain is growing. You just want to make sure you learn from them. Okay, all right. So what I want you to do on this piece of paper, because this is what you'll be doing, is draw 3 lines. So one, space them out, 1, 2, 3. Okay, at the top over here, I want you to write standard. And remember, you can pause the video anytime you feel like if I'm going too fast. Okay, so let's put standard here. Let's put base 10 here. Okay, we're going to put expanded, this is a kind of a mouthful, expanded notation. It's a lot. And over here we're going to write word. Okay, so what you would do is if on the slide, if it said, for example, I'm going to give you an example. Let's say it said 300 plus 40 plus 9. Okay, what I would like you to do is fill in the other 3. All right, so 349 would be 349, right? Base 10 would be 349. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You'll have to write the base 10 a little bit smaller, right, so you can fit it in. And then word, 349. Okay? So if I give you the number in standard, then you would fill in base 10, expanded notation, and word. If I give it to you in word form, I want you to fill in expanded notation, base 10, and standard. All right? So you can show that to your teacher later. All right? Again, feel free to use this video as much as you want. You can pause it. You can keep it right here so that when you're doing your work, you can refer back to it. All right, good luck. You're doing great, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye-bye.